From Olympic athletes to models with a conscience, cheesemakers, entrepreneurs, barbers, and techie teens. We've covered all that and more, giving you a slice of life in Southwest Florida. In this week's show, we're looking back at the year that was. Our centerpiece story is an ode to our newsmaker roots. When we used to invite people to our Naples studio for a sit-down interview, we still enjoy getting up close and personal and still invite people to take a seat. Then we'll turn the focus on our photographers from the Daily News and the News Press. They cover the community looking for stories worth sharing. And we hope you learned a thing or two on Behind the Headlines. We like to take you behind the scenes to see how things really get done. Low tech to high tech, we're all hands on. We'll have those stories along with the latest in our Positively Healthy Medical series. I'm Amy Osher, and this is Behind the Headlines. I'm Amy Osher. Thanks for joining us. What do a gold medal winner, best-selling author, model turned businesswoman, and a country singer have in common? Well, they're just a few of the people we got to know this year. Day after day, up to 5 times a week, Ben Allen puts himself out there as the frontman of the band that bears his name.
We can be in front of a crowd of 200, or we can be in front of a crowd of several thousand.
The Ben Allen Band.
Pretty remarkable for a guy who launched his singing career in a bowling alley.
I went to my first open mic night and I just did it, and my knees shook and the guitar shook, but I did it. And if I hadn't have done it, I would have never known. And I'm not somebody that wants to have regrets about not knowing.
It took guts, but like a country song, Ben kept at it, playing small gig after small gig until his first taste of success on this very stage.
I finally realized that nobody was going to push me up there. I always kind of wanted people to say, go on up there, so I could be reluctantly like, okay, and then steal the show, right? But that doesn't happen that way.
Michelle, since your accident happened in 2011, how did you get to this point?
It's been a long journey that's taken me all across the globe. After my accident, I did a lot of time just learning how to walk again at home in Philadelphia. And then once I was up and moving, I returned to Georgetown, finished out my career at Georgetown, was even named team captain my senior year, which was amazing. And then I decided that I wanted to pursue training full time. So I deferred my acceptance to medical school and moved down here to Naples.
When you were in the throes of your recovery, did you think you would get back as much motion and as much flexibility and stamina that you have now?
I actually thought that I would get back everything. For a while, I wasn't really accepting of the fact that I would have permanent weakness. I was improving so fast, and I just figured that eventually I would be totally back to normal. But then it became apparent that that wasn't going to happen. So that was a tough realization, but I'm incredibly fortunate for everything that I do have.
You could have gone any number of ways when you got out of college. What made you pursue the charitable aspect?
It really came from a very personal, sort of life-changing experience I had of being able to start travel with the UN World Food Program when I was actually a student in college. And through that experience of going on trips around the world, but also kind of learning about some of the issues we face here in terms of hunger, I knew something in my life, would be revolved around giving back and trying to help solve this problem. I didn't quite know what it was. I did graduate actually from college with the idea for the first feed bag, but I hadn't quite envisioned
the scope that it would take you?
the scope where it could truly go and what it could become.
What's so interesting, and it's probably due to your time spirit and your age somewhat, is that a lot of people go out into business, they're entrepreneurs, and based on their success, when they get older, maybe as a second act, they get very involved in philanthropy. Mm-hmm. What made you think that you could accomplish it at the same time?
It's funny, early on, I had my first bag prototype, and I was trying to get advice from different people. And there were some of the, older folks that I spoke to that said, go make money, go get your regular career path going, and then give back. And it didn't sit right with me. I felt that for myself and for my peers, we wanted to give back and make the world a better place.
When you see your book in print, what goes through your mind? So many people look at things on e-readers, but what's it like to actually see and feel it in print?
The first time I got a collection of them in the mail, like about a month before they came out, and I've been waiting for that moment for about 10 years. So it was a pretty special moment. It was I don't know. There's something very tactile. Like I love the feel of a book, you know. So that it had my name on it was pretty cool. I love seeing it. The cover is beautiful. The designer Oliver Monday did an amazing job with it. So it's whenever I spot it in an airport bookstore, you know, walking by, I'm pretty thrilled.
It is a good looking book,
Yeah.
and since I read it on an e-reader, I was surprised at how big it was when I saw it in real life, though.
Yeah, the digital copy weighs substantially less.
That's very true. You know, I wanted to ask you though, when you look at the similarities between you and the main character Samuel, was that intentional? Did you pour part of yourself into him?
Yeah, I think what, you know, myself, and a lot of other fiction writers do, is we take a fictional character and then sort of wrap them around with details from maybe our lives or the lives of our friends that we steal, you know, or our parents or siblings.
The Daily News and the news press are known for fabulous photojournalism, and over the years that role has expanded to include video. Nowadays, news staff photographers are just as likely to capture a moving story, showcasing the diversity of life in Southwest Florida.
I've always been a creator. I've loved building Legos, creating models, putting everything together and just seeing the final product. And doing this with a robot and being able to compete with it, it's really cool.
Three of us, the guys are
Okay, regular haircut? Yeah. All right. You sure? Hey, do your best. All right, do my best.
Well, you want better than that, don't you? You going anywhere important?
12 years ago, the Yankees have been in this shop. But I happened to hire 3 guys from Chicago, and they're all Cubs fans. And that was downright disgusting. They're trying to take over the shop. They really are.
You're the first person I've had in a long time with gray hair here.
You know that old saying, you leave when a hurricane comes? If I hear one coming again, I'm going to get a ticket getting out of Florida.
Who doesn't love to get a backstage pass to the action? We do. One week we devoted a full show going behind the scenes of various businesses. We liked it so much we still find occasions to show you how they do that.
Okay, so our paddles, they start off with an aluminum composite material, this 4x8 sheet right here. And one of the first things that we do with this is we apply vinyl, a printed vinyl material. Back here, we have a sample of what the panel looks like after we've applied the vinyl to it. And of course, we make this in several different patterns. And we actually print this vinyl right here in the shop. Next, we stack up the panels that have been printed and laminated with our laminating machine over here.
It's shocking. So it's like shocking the curd. So it's making the mozzarella. Like 20 minutes, mix it up like this. Between the cold water and the hot water is the one making the curd stretching. So you see, it's stretching.
that's all there is to it. You just take your fingers, and if it's a little too curly for you, don't be afraid to brush it, because that's going to make it more wavy and soft as opposed to so curly. If you like the curl that you have in there, you can absolutely just take your fingers and shake it out. And you've got a great beachy wave.
And voila. 3 arms feeding plastic through a heated nozzle, tracing a predetermined pattern over and over and over again. It's the basics of 3D printing.
As you see, it's about 50% done. We're actually printing a fidget spinner right now. You'll see it's actually getting it done layer by layer. And over the course of the next hour, we'll have a fidget spinner to play with.
Machines come in different sizes, configurations, and price points. Simple models now going for under $500. Still ahead, enterprising kids, whether they're tending to livestock or hitting the books, we've got them covered. That's up after the break.
Life here is amazing, and so is the joint care. At the Total Joint Center at Physicians Regional Healthcare System, we've changed the experience of joint replacement for good. With our comprehensive joint care program, most hip and knee replacement patients return home in just 2 days, because we know you want to get on with your active life. Pain-free living starts at Physicians Regional Medical Center, Collier Boulevard, and Physicians Regional Medical Center, Pine Ridge.
Hiring the right moving company is important. Best Moving and Storage is a family-owned and operated business serving Southwest Florida for over 22 years. From our free in-home estimate until the last piece of furniture is in your new place or stored in our climate-controlled warehouse, we treat you like family. Best Moving and Storage is fully licensed and insured, with all of our employees being certified drivers and packers. When it comes to protecting your treasured belongings, choose a company that's experienced and trustworthy. Call Best Moving and Storage today at 239-592-6565.
My name is Steve Unser, and cabinetry is my specialty. I have been creating custom designed cabinetry for 20 years in Southwest Florida. And now I am celebrating the grand opening of our new Naples showroom. Steve Unser Cabinetry will help you design your kitchen, bath, or home office with stunning results, offering the best quality of cabinets with a wide variety of design options and pricing to fit any budget. If your kitchen isn't becoming to you, you should be coming to us. Now 2 locations to serve you.
Improving their health is something many people hope to do in the coming year, and something they don't have to face alone. The role of a primary care doctor is to serve as partner and advisor. Here's this week's Positively Healthy. Your family doctor would like to see more of you in the coming year. The benefit of a good patient-physician relationship, along with regular check-ins, makes for better health outcomes.
It does. A lot of times if you wait, we end up playing catch up, which is a lot harder than starting off on the right foot.
Dr. Elias Shaheen practices family medicine with Physicians Regional Medical Group. He finds the role of health advisor is a rewarding one. Partnering with patients, they're able to address issues. And with chronic conditions like diabetes, it may even reverse the course of progression.
We can definitely discuss diet, exercise, other types of changes you can make naturally. And we'd see if you need to meet with a dietitian or get into an exercise program. And we've seen people change those numbers and go back towards a normal range.
Your doctor is also uniquely positioned to schedule and monitor your health screenings.
The start of most issues comes around 40, where we start the screenings. Women get their mammograms, men get their prostate exams. At 50, we start checking for the colon with the colonoscopy. So there are certain intervals that we look at, but prevention being key, we want to start earlier than later.
Much like using a money manager to handle finances, your primary care doctor is a health manager, looking after your well-being.
So we look at the big picture along with the numbers as well.
Another one of my favorite things is to get some of our feature reporters out of the office and into the field. These are some of our most popular columnists who really know their stuff, and if we're lucky, we get them to let their hair down. She's recognized as a culture aficionado, delivering daily features and a weekly artitude column, keeping pace with reporters who weren't even born when she penned her first article.
There are many of them who look at me quizzically when I start talking about certain rock stars from back in the day, but I also learn from them.
Think how much newspapers have changed in the last century in the way we consume information.
In some ways, I'm sorry to see it because people don't read as much, but in other ways, I think it's exciting to have video.
It is so beautiful out here. This is really quintessential Naples, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, it is. It's great. This is where everybody has to come through, even if you're just a tourist and you're going to drive through. But a lot of people love to do just what we're doing, stopping and walking, because you can window shop, you have all these different businesses, and it's, of course, great restaurants, which is really what it's all about, what we're talking about today.
Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Oh, ultra nerd.
Plaid or stripe, which is nerdier?
Stripe.
AV Club or Photography Club?
AV Club.
High school football or spelling bee?
Spelling bee.
Okay. Stripes.
Stripes, the movie?
Stripes.
What kind of stripes?
Print. Stripes.
I have no idea. I don't know
Plaid.
fashion. I don't know fashion, so
Plaid.
okay, non-nerd.
No, plaid's nerdy.
Is it?
Yes, come on. Our reporters are covering a lot of ground. Here's a look at what they're working on the beat.
Thanks, Amy. So this week, Collier County is going to bring out its new beach trolley, which is actually going to be free to all beachgoers in North Naples. The trolley itself is going to circle between two North Naples beaches, Delnor Wiggins State Park and Vanderbilt Beach. And the goal is to actually get people out of the parking garages so that traffic doesn't pile up outside Delnor Wiggins State Park and people aren't left circling hoping that there's a spot at the parking garage. So it's going to be free for beachgoers. The county's actually hoping people will be able to flag down as they're walking to the beach, be able to flag the trolley down and hop on to finish the rest of the route. It'll be a short route and it should circle back every 15 to 20 minutes. So we're going to be taking a close look on what this does to ridership and parking to see if it actually provides some relief here during the busiest time of the season. So find out more about that on naplesnews.com.
Hi, I'm Shelby Reynolds. I'm a features reporter at the Naples Daily News, and about 6 months ago I started a new column called Meet Me at the Gym, in which I try different group fitness classes around Southwest Florida and then write about my experience, the instructor, and the studio. So on Tuesday I round up some of my favorite classes so far and what made them so great, including all kinds of boot camps and bar classes and dance fitness. And I'll also preview some of my upcoming columns, which will be especially helpful if you are planning on setting a healthy New Year's resolution. So find that story in Tuesday's paper or online at naplesnews.com.
Hi, my name is Brittany Carloni and I'm a reporter at the Banner and the Naples Daily News. This week I wrote a story about Estero's oldest resident. Mildred Lewis was born in 1907 in Missouri and spent most of her life working as a teacher. Tomorrow, Christmas Day, she will turn 110 years old. Read about Mildred's life in yesterday's edition of the Banner and online at naplesnews.com.
Up next, design ideas you can take home. Our Inspired Living segment is up after the break.
Deck your home with serious style at Bear's Holiday Home Sale. For an island-style holiday, enjoy half-off savings on this exclusive Tommy Bahama Beach House collection. If your wish list includes a luxurious leather sofa, don't miss this all-genuine leather from just $8.97. And you'll always find that extra something special from Bear's exquisite handcrafted furniture from around the world. Bear's has the biggest selection in stock, ready for immediate delivery. Bear's Holiday Home Sale.
The area's only 30 minutes or less ER service pledge means you'll find less waiting for the care you need. And because we're full service hospitals, a lot more care if you need it. Less waiting, faster care. Only at Physicians Regional Healthcare System.
Hiring the right moving company is important. Best Moving and Storage is a family-owned and operated business serving Southwest Florida for over 22 years. From our free in-home estimate until the last piece of furniture is in your new place or stored in our climate-controlled warehouse, we treat you like family. Best Moving and Storage is fully licensed and insured, with all of our employees being certified drivers and packers. When it comes to protecting your treasured belongings, choose a company that's experienced and trustworthy. Call Best Moving and Storage today at 239-592-6565.
Prepping your home for the holidays may require some sprucing up. Here's Sue Huff in this week's Inspired Living.
Alan, I noticed this has beautiful wood tones, but then it has a hint of a contemporary modern look, and this is a new collection for you, right, Bears?
Yes, this is brand new. We just brought this in this season. This is from Bernhardt, which is a wonderful furniture manufacturer, family-owned, based out of the Carolinas, that it's a mid-century modern with a warm walnut veneer in a low luster with gold wash detail on the metal, travertine marble on the tabletops.
This is beautiful, and the fixtures are just gorgeous.
I think there's this beautiful gold bronze tone to them, a little bit of a contemporary bling. The bedroom has this wonderful channeled headboard. One of the dressers has a gold mesh front to it. They have a beautiful soft closed drawer. It's just a marvelous collection. We're very excited about it. It's one of the new groupings we brought in. We feel these warmer woods have a real place even in our contemporary homes.
Right. And with the bedroom set, you can choose like the different, I think there's the nightstands that have different looks and different finishes, and you can mix and match those, right?
Exactly. That's again where they brought in touches of the travertine to give you a little bit of a break and an accent in the bedroom.
Now it's a brand new collection for Bears.
Yes.
And if I don't know if this works in my house or not, you have a complimentary design service that you offer?
Oh, exactly. We have the designers on staff, so if somebody wants a little or a lot of help to be able to put together the look they want, that's what we're here for. There's no charge for it. It's part of the package. And the idea that we can help people integrate some of their existing furniture or help them start from scratch.
So this is a must-see, new to Bears, so you've got to come in and see this, right?
Exactly.
Thank you, Alan.
Thank you.
So this year we went camping and turned a little bit country, took the summer swing, quite literary, accelerating business in the process, and who could forget Mother's Day, when twinning was winning. We've enjoyed sharing the diversity of Southwest Florida with you.
I've done it before, but it's a cool experience.
Christina Lamas runs a specialty camp teaching the finer points of board sports.
So our typical agenda when we get here is to get the kids warmed up. We do a little bit of indo boarding. That's kind of like a balance trainer to kind of get them like their muscles warmed up.
Is this where people might be doing or practicing or hearing pitches?
They absolutely are. So they can plug their laptops in there. They can, that's actually a 9-screen video wall. So we can break up their presentations
and break into business. It's the founding principle of this combination incubator accelerator, a nonprofit paid for with county, state, and federal dollars. The Naples Accelerator is the perfect design for developing 21st century businesses.
We kind of have like almost 2 stores back to back, so we have dipping cases on this side and dipping cases on this side. So in the height of season, we can serve as many hungry fans as possible.
To step inside the original Royal Scoop homemade ice cream shop is to walk back in time.
This is all our high test. Rich, delicious ice cream. Fruits, nuts, candies, Superman, of course, the kids love.
Would you, could you in a car? Eat them, here they are. I would not, could not in a car. You may like them, you'll see. You may like them in a tree. I would not, could not in a tree, not in a car, you let me be.
Not on a train, not in a tree, not in a car, Sam, let me be. I would not, could not in a box. I could not, would not with a fox. I will not eat them with a mouse. I will not eat them in a house.
Moms and their mini-me, strutting their stuff in a well-coordinated look. Far from a fashion faux pas, it's a well-planned effort. There's even a name for it.
Usually we say when they have the matching prints, you're twinning.
Twosies is a hot trend anytime, but especially on dress-up occasions. I admit my daughter and I have been twinning for years, but we're hardly the only ones.
This is Trixie, and she's about 2.5 years old.
Raising and showing livestock is a daily commitment.
You're out there together in the cold or whatever, in the dark, just feeding your animals. The responsibility has taught me everything about leadership and just how to work with animals in hard or stressful situations, because sometimes during the show they won't cooperate.
It was a good year and we had a good time bringing those stories to you. We hope you'll join us in 2018. If you'd like to see more stories, you can always catch up on past shows by logging on to naplesnews.com. On the left-hand side under Quick Links, select Behind the Headlines. I'm Amy Osher. See you back here next week.